Hello everyone, welcome to a little bit of a mini-series on the channel, an Aldious discography run, which will be a run where I review every single Aldious studio album, which will conclude with my review of Evoke 2010 to 2020, which drops next week. Now, before we continue with this review, I'm going to give a brief overview of my history with Aldious, as well as the history of Melodious itself. So, I got into Aldious around 2016 to 2017. I came in during the Radiant A Limited Diffusion era, somewhere in between there. When I was into them, I pretty much went through about maybe 6 months to an 8-month period where I couldn't stop playing either of those two albums respectively. And now for a little bit of history of Aldious. Aldious are an all-female Japanese power metal band who are most known for two things. They are known for starting the all-female metal boom, which is a movement of all these all-female metal bands from Japan. And they're also known for starting the subgenre of visual kei called Algara kei. And so it's proof that not all visual kei is a goth aesthetic trying to traumatize the living heck out of you. And just like that, we're going to get into the review. And the album is Deep Exceed. It's their debut album, released on October 10th, 2010. 10-10-10. I totally see what they did there. As with all my reviews, we're going to be talking about the cover. Remember, this is no bearing enjoyment my own opinion on this music. This is just for fun. And the cover features the band standing in front of a wall, where one half of the wall is a galaxy, and the other half is a pink that gets lighter the further it goes down, and darker the further it goes up. I really do like the prose that the drummer Atsuyu is doing. She is in the right-hand corner, by the way. Overall, I'm going to give this cover a 7 out of 10. Now we're going to go into the music, and I think this album will be done track by track. Starting with the intro, Luft, opening. A piano ballad-like intro that works well, and then we get Luft, which is the album opener, which has some great riffs to start us off, and there's some good energy in those riffs. The guitar mix is slightly too loud, and it overpowers the vocals a little too much. Atsuyu's drumming has the right amount of punch on it in the slow parts. The guitar solo, starts off nice and bluesy. While it picks up speed, it's still very melodic throughout. A good majority of the solo, and there are some great guitar melodies, and this is an example of the concept of Melodious at its core. Ultimate Melodious. The third song on this album is Urochiru, which the drum snare is a bit too compressed in the mix. There is some nice open strumming played by one guitar, while there's playing a more steady and quiet piece. The chorus has some good use of multiple vocal tracks to emphasize certain points of it. Fourth song is Bind. It has a great bass line. There's some good riffs. The riffs do genuinely sound right out of 80s metal, and there is the same problem with the drum mix with the last song, but it has slightly less compression, so it is a little better here. I really do like the double kick of the drums on the chorus. There is a great amount of pause in the vocals from line to line, and some really use of vibrato at the end from Rami before the outro instrumental. The fifth song is Shion, which the guitar has a nice melody, and the bass really gives the song an extra kick here. The chorus here is quite catchy too. The song itself is mixed quite well, and the drum mix is solid too. The sixth song is Dual Personality. There are some great riffs to start. The riffs are aggressive. Rami's vocals does this interesting contrast to being both smooth and soft, but at the same time, having a deal of power with them. There are some good use of panning with the vocals, and she switches between both these styles of the aggressive and the more melodic when they're separate really well, which goes well with the theme of the song. I mean, come on, people. It's the title of the song. Seventh song is Across. It's a piano ballad. Rami's vocals have a little bit more softness to them, but there is a great power to them, and there's some really nice synths in the song too, which work well for the song, and the synths do sound very string-like. Eighth song is Ultimate Melodious, and it is a staple of the band. It is played at every concert to this day to close their concerts. And this song has some nice riffs, and it's just a really fun song. I really love how polished this version of the song is. It took all the good ideas they had in their Dear Slave demo and really amped it up. There is a great bass section, and the use of effects like reverb and compression really pay off well. There is a great reprise section too after the verse. Ninth song is Ever Since, metal version. There is some great power from Rami's vocals being let out here, and she belts it out. The guitar solo on this track is just really insane too. 10th song is Perplexed Flame. These are some good, strong melodies here. Little instrumental moment of guitar before the chorus is odd, but it does work well, and the bass goes along with it well as well. The album closer is deep. The guitar melody is really catchy and works well with the vocal solo at the start, and overall the song is a solid closer. As for my overall thoughts on the album does get better as it goes on. There are some songs at the start that do feel like just slightly more polished versions of songs that did not make the cut for Dear Slave. Due to this, the mix is a bit inconsistent because you have most of the album having great production, but a few songs do feel a bit limited in that department, with the most obvious offender being the drum mixing on some of those songs. The re-recorded songs in the demo are much more polished and really do feel like they've been upgraded from the demo. Rami gives a great vocal performance throughout the album. The song centered around creating memorable hooks. This album is a strong recommend if you're having that itch for 80s heavy metal. The drums and bass are solid, and the guitars are definitely the main driving point of this album instrumentally. That is why I'm going to be giving Deep Exceed by Aldious an overall score of 8 out of 10, giving it a tier of excellent. And my favorite tracks on this album were Ginian, Dual Personality, and Across, Ultimate Melodious, and Ever Since. What were your thoughts on Deep Exceed by Aldious? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to watch this review, and I hope you have a great day.